Hey chess fans, welcome to another Endgame Study. This is white to move. Almost certainly will be white to move and win because we cannot lose because we have a rook versus knight already. So how do we win this position? Pause the video, try to figure it out on your own. So a few things seem clear to me. I can eliminate a few moves from my candidates, like if king e5, rook takes pawn. He's just threatening check and to take pawn, and I see no way to stop it whatsoever. King e4, simply this move. Check is coming, he's winning the pawn. It just looks like unplayable. So probably a more logical move would be something like knight to g6. Maybe knight d7, actually. See, knight to g6, rook takes d3. E7. And then there's the move, probably rook f3 check. Let me just show that line. So knight here, rook takes. And if we try to play this move, rook check. And it looks like a draw, because after this, check, takes, and stalemate. So for that reason, knight d7, as strange looking as it is, may be the right answer. I have to double check that though, because there's a move king d8 there. But let me show the difference. After knight d7, well, I was planning to go. Hold on, that is not a difference at all. I could have done that in the other position. So that doesn't make any sense. Because knight g6 after rook takes, I can still go here. But he can play this move still. And if e7, rook takes knight. So we need to recalibrate here and come up with a good move. It's troublesome, man. I don't know the answer. Oh, maybe d4. d4. And if rook takes, e7. That looks right. d4, rook takes e7. If rook e4, knight e6. If rook check, king e5. So when you hit upon a good move, like d4, in these types of puzzles, you also have to try to find a defense for black, because sometimes they have some cool-looking defense that you might not have noticed. I need some water, man. My water bottle is empty. I'm trying to find one, but it's not so easy. Maybe if I pour some water, that will help me. If king to d8, simply king to f7 looks strong. And if rook takes pawn, simply e7 looks strong. Oh, I see the point. Okay. Okay, and then the idea is rook to d8. But in this position, white this is unfortunate. White can go king f7, and black is in zugzwang. Because the only move is king c7, and then knight e6, unfortunately, forks the king and the rook. So I think d4 is the answer. I entered it in my puzzle program. It says rook to d6 now. Let me just be a little careful. King to f7 was my feeling on the issue. But then rook d8, and we're in zugzwang. So probably the move now is king g7. Yeah, we have to go king to g7. So that after rook d8, we can play king to f7. And then again, with studies, the key, I think it's totally okay to do them one move at a time, as long as you figure out, because when you're playing a chess game, basically you have to figure out what's the best move? You don't, even if you can eliminate all other options and you play the best move, that's fine. And then when they find, like, then when another problem comes up within the puzzle, you can deal with it at that point. But I think king to g7, and that is the correct answer. After rook to d8, king to f7, and white wins. So subtle little move there at the end, because this runs into rook d8, and we're in zugzwang now, I believe. Yeah, he's just going to go rook e8 and take the pawn. So cool little puzzle. Thanks for watching, as always, and I will see you next time. And let me just let me explain what I meant a little more. It's like, it was obvious that there was no other possibility other than the moves I was playing. Like, d4 is the only move. Nothing else even came close. And after rook takes, e7 is obviously the only move. So you just, in a real game, you just at some point have to play those moves. And so I didn't consider this defense. I considered the rook d8 one. But, fortunately, I was able to find this zugzwang-inducing maneuver with the triangulation. Alright, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye for reals.